Hey, what's going on, guys? This is a little bit out of my comfort zone because we're not reviewing a controller today. We're reviewing a cable that can be used for a controller or a smartphone. This is a charging cable by Volta. It's also for data transfer too. And you might be wondering, why are you reviewing a cable? It's just a cable, right? Well, there's actually a couple of misconceptions about cables out there that a lot of people don't understand. And what's more is that this is not just any ordinary cable with a bunch of bells and whistles attached to it. This one actually has a unique function in that it has a magnetic tip, and you can swap out the tip for other plugs. So, for example, this is a micro USB one. You can get a Lightning or USB Type-C, and what you do is you just put this in your phone or your controller or whatever, and then when you want to charge it, you just kind of flick it on like that. Here, I'll show you. So, one of the advantages of having a cable like this would be that you just want to simply pop off your cable and go. You don't have to fumble around with it when trying to attach to your device, and that's become a bit of a first world problem, I understand, but over time USB Type-C and Lightning have made that almost a non-problem at this point because they're reversible. However, with micro USB, you don't have that luxury because it's only fitting in one side unless you get a certain cable for it, which I'm not sure about those, and they're a little bit more expensive, but anyway. So here's the little tip on there, nice and snug, and you just take this cable, and it just snaps on right there. It stays on pretty well. I mean, if you're trying to shake it, it'll be fine, but I wouldn't, you know, try to move and pull this thing from your console or whatever. I'll have a link in the description below if you want to check out all the specs, but from what I understand, it is 2 amp, and it's even got this nice little charging LED here, so when you plug it in, it lights up green, so you know it's actually working. It's got a good warranty on it, and it comes with 2 magnetic tips. Now, from what I understand, it doesn't come with 2 micro. It comes with a micro and a Type-C, or a micro and a Lightning, but it doesn't come with 2 micro. I think they should have that on their site because I think I can see this as being a great alternative for charging stands for your controllers, so that, you know, if you want to just pick up your controller and go, you just plop that off. If you're playing a game and your controller's about to die, you're like, oh god, I gotta get this thing in. You know, the average person would be like, oh god, I gotta fit it. But with this thing, just snap it right on, and it's really, you know, attractive to just pick this thing up, you know, pull it off its charging station, and start playing it right away. So in addition to being magnetic, it does have a couple other features. You know, it does have gold inside of it, so it's not some cheap piece of crap, and it has a really nice braided cable right here. Just feels solid to hold, very premium. Now, there are 2 big caveats with this cable. The first one being the fact that it's USB 2.0. That's pretty sad. It should be at least USB 3. I would have been really happy if it was USB 3.1. But it's USB 2. Transfer rates suck. I know that a lot of people are going to be using it to charge their phone and not transfer, but it would be nice to just pick up the cable and, you know, have it be this universal thing where, like, okay, I'm going to charge it now, okay, I'm going to transfer files over to my PC now, and it feels like you're kind of getting half of that. It feels like you're getting, like, you know, this really stunted data transfer cable and a really nice charging cable. So that kind of sucks. And the other thing is price. Now, right now, on their site, this cable with 2 tips is 20 bucks, and normally it's a lot higher than that. So, I don't know if the sale is actually permanent or if they're just dropping the price because, you know, companies like to do that. They like to say, you know, oh, sale, and it really is just MSRP, but they've put sale on it and they've had it at a higher price before just to trick people. But, yeah, that is a big problem. I can see this cable being useful for people who have a little bit of extra money on them and they kind of want a nicer setup with their controllers, or even for disabled people. A lot of people have issues with their fingers where they can't pinch, and that would be really useful for people with arthritis, people who are old, or military people who have gotten their hands or fingers damaged in a war or during a training exercise. So as a product overall, I can recommend it to anyone who doesn't really have an issue with paying that much money for a cable. For your average Joe, it might not be so appealing, but for people who are disabled or people who kind of want to enhance their setup, enhance all their tech gadgets, I'd actually replace all of my cables with this if I could, provided that you can get past the price tag and the USB 2.0 pitiful data transfer rate. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. I'd like to send a huge shout out to Volta for sending me the cable. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out.